Oh, it's burning. It's burning. Oh,
Oh,
it's
oh,
burning.
oh, it's
Oh
actually
no,
on
that's
fire.
burnt.
Where is the
Oh no. Oh
fire?
my God.
Hey all, I'm Juan Gabriel and you're watching One on One. It's a window into the people shaping the future of the internet while chaotically playing video games. Today we welcome Andrea Shen, an MBA candidate at Stanford. Andrea has been a management consultant in McKinsey, a Twitch streamer, you can ask her about that, chief of staff at Activision Blizzard, volleyball player, and a beauty pageant contestant and winner in 2 states. Editing Juan Gabriel here. Just wanted to let you know that we're giving you the chance to get a free consultation with Andrea where you can ask her for advice, hear more about her journey, or drop any other questions you'd like. All you need to do is follow me on Twitter, share this video on any social media, and email me at thejuanonone@gmail.com with the link to your post. And of course, if you enjoy this video, hit us with a like and subscribe. Now, back to Andrea. Andrea, well, you're probably much better at video games than I am. As we kick this off, how are you feeling?
Wow, thank you so much for that warm introduction. I even forgot about some of that. That was so flattering. But Hong, it's so nice to be here. I'm super excited to be doing this interview. And disclaimer, I think being a gamer does not speak to my actual gaming skills in this game. I've only played Overcooked a couple times. So we will see how it goes.
And both of those times were with me in preparation for this interview, right?
Yeah, exactly. There was a lot of struggle behind the scenes. And I think adding questions on top of that will just make it even harder.
Well, you'll see. You'll have to carry me for this because you're definitely better at this than me, even though I'm supposed to host this. So, how are we feeling today? I want to start a little bit easier, warming into it. Maybe like 1.2, 1.3. How ambitious are we feeling?
Ooh, why don't we start with 1.2? Give us a little warm up.
Done. Let's go for it. The idea is Andrea and I will be playing a video game while we hold an interview. It's a tricky balance. I'm Mr. Sharky. You'll see me in a second. And Andrea, what are you? What's your character?
I am going to be a Miss Dog.
Awesome. So let's kick in. Okay, this model, I can be Rice Guy, or do you want me to be Rice Guy? We talked about it. You are a gamer to some degree. Some people might even know that you're the co-president of the gaming club here at the GSB. How did you get into gaming? When did that take place?
Yeah, that is actually an awesome question because people are definitely surprised when they hear I'm a gamer. I was actually, so after college, I had gone into consulting, like most people who didn't know what they wanted to do with their lives. And after a couple years, I was a little burnt out, so wanted to try something different. And looking at external opportunities at the time, I was interested in consumer tech and media entertainment. I was not much of a gamer growing up, honestly. Had played Pokemon, but that is about it. And then, so when I was leaving, I was interested in consumer tech and media entertainment. Realized gaming was actually the intersection of all three. And so, oh my God, it is hard to multitask. I got
Rice, take care of that rice.
I got you.
So,
I mean,
tech
where's my plate?
Tech is the intersection of media and entertainment. That's where I'm with you.
So I put that's rice on this plate. Maybe there's already rice there. So I was interested in consumer tech and media entertainment. Realized gaming was actually the intersection of all three, and I was also What?
It was raw rice.
Oh. All right, I need a fresh plate. And I was joining Activision Blizzard, which for those of you who don't know, makes some of the world's biggest games. They make Call of Duty, World of Warcraft. Oh my God, I literally cannot multitask. We're gonna say that one more time. So they make Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, StarCraft, Diablo, Candy Crush. So most people have played one of their games at some point or other. And then I was joining for a chief of staff role, which I thought was a really incredible opportunity, just being strategic and operational and focused on people, which is always what I was really passionate about. And it just incredible exposure to executives as well. So when I got there, I was like, okay, I have to try some of these popular games. And so I did. I tried Call of Duty, realized it was not, oh, I'm so sad that one's my temperature. It realized it was not for my demographic. And then I tried World of Warcraft. I spent an hour designing my character, and then I spent 30 minutes playing the game and realized I couldn't sink my life into the game. And I also tried Fortnite and was like, there's no way I'm gonna kill any of these 12-year-olds. But the one game I mainly play is called Overwatch. It's made by Blizzard, and it's a team-based first-person shooter.
Going into that, what was it like working at one of the largest gaming companies? Like, what was that experience from transitioning from consulting into that?
I think what consulting really helped was it gives you a skill set of being able to just onboard really quickly and start drinking from the fire hydrant immediately. And it is about like, you're solving problems, right? And instead of for a client, it's your own company, and there are plenty of problems to solve. I think what you realize is when you join a company, even though things look great on the outside, everything is on fire, and things are definitely on fire. But it was incredible. Definitely learned so much. I was chief of staff to the chief people officer, and I learned so much about not only HR, different parts of HR, but also just organization, how to run a company, organizational politics. I worked super closely with all of the executives, which was a really interesting insight into, 20 years from now, hopefully something I might be doing.
I mean, that's great. But the other thing that at least I picked up on is you've also been a streamer on Twitch to some degree. How did you make that jump from consulting to gaming and people and talent to then being sort of a streamer itself? Because that's quite a jump. I mean, that's a quick transition at least.
Yeah, for sure. So I talked a little bit about my journey into gaming and how I became a gamer on the job. I remember when I first started, I was playing against bots. I was so terrified to play against real people, and then finally got dragged into playing against real people. And then I was terrified to play competitive, and I had friends that dragged me into competitive. And so that was an awesome experience. And a lot of people had encouraged, oh my God, what am I doing here?
We're starting. You're in charge of rice again. Rice and plates.
Okay. More rice. I need you to pass me rice. All right, I will pass you plates. And then, so I had a lot of people encourage me to stream because I am a female who can actually have a conversation and has personality. And so I was really nervous about it for a while because, you're putting yourself out there. But I finally got into it last summer. Actually, quarantine was a great time to finally try it out since I had plenty of time. It was such an interesting experience, actually. I think learning about what it is like to be a creator. What's happening over there on that side? I see some bottleneck happening. Oh, wait, we can't put it on that table because you can't pick it up.
What do you mean? I'm just trying to get cucumbers. I needed cucumbers and you were talking, so I walked outside to get some cucumbers.
Yeah, so trying streaming was really interesting. So, we were talking about it earlier, kind of like, what does streaming look like? So I think at the top, you have the really good players, right? You're like Grandmaster, top 500 kind of players. And then you actually have a lot of female streamers that are quite popular as well. And then I would say the long tail of streamers is you have like a lot of guys that are not on camera, or just like a lot of people, right? Just like getting into it.
Sounds like me.
Yep, and this is gonna grow into you're gonna become an influencer.
No. So I really want to dig more into that. Like, what are some of those differences that you think are different, female versus male streamers, and what led you to just want to do it regardless, even in light of those challenges with those differences, like the exposure.
Yeah.
I mean, streaming is very vulnerable, is what I've been learning. So, like, how did you overcome that?
For sure. I think it's kind of similar to like what's popular on social media today, why influencers resonate with people. It's like finding people who are real and relatable. And I think that's definitely part of it too. You look at the largest streamers and they're all, they all have some kind of personality, or they're really relatable, or people are able to connect with them. That's why they start becoming big. And I think being a female streamer, can be really challenging because the internet can be a tough place. It can be a dark place. You get lots of suggestive comments or inappropriate comments. And how do you filter for that? You do have some women who really play up that, sexiness factor. And that is their stream because it does get eyeballs. And so it is, I think when you become a streamer, it's just as you are going through it now, it's figuring out like, what is the brand? What is the personality? What's the shtick that's going to get people to come view and stay?
And building on that topic, you were touching upon it, like Twitch in particular, seeing this influx of so-called, I think it's called hot tub streamers, which is basically what it sounds like,
Yeah.
Mostly female Twitch streamers that engage with their audience many times in a hot tub, in a bikini in a hot tub. What do you think about this trend? Like, what's your take?
I know I heard about hot tub streamers are very popular. I mean, if you look on Twitch, the most popular category is just chatting. And it is a lot of women who are just talking to their audience to chat. I think it's interesting because even entertainment is changing, right? What people, like Netflix is competing with Fortnite, right? You're competing for timeshare, for eyeballs. And I think we're moving in an era where it's no longer just brands, putting up a campaign. It's about being more personalized, more individual, more intimate, having more, one-on-one conversations. And I think oftentimes with something like streaming, with Twitch, it does feel more intimate and more personal because you are actually having a conversation with a streamer and you're, developing a relationship, a friendship online. And so I think it's a very different experience and people feel connected, feel some type of like affiliation or friendship with these influencers, which I think is also feeding into this trend in the creator economy as we see the popularity of TikTok.
Wow. That's a really thought out piece. Thanks for sharing that. I feel smarter already, actually.
Oh, thanks.
So we're gonna move on to another level, see if we can challenge it.
I'm terrified. I don't know how this is supposed to be a casual party game, and it is incredibly difficult. Yeah,
Now,
and I feel like usually there's a lot more yelling and stress.
oh, don't worry, we can get there. I'm trying to be civil here, though. So, on that topic, about the hot tub streams, some people might not know that you're actually a beauty pageant contestant. Winner, I'm talking about Miss California USA first runner-up, Miss New York USA first runner-up, Miss Asia North America. How did you enter the world of pageants?
Well, first of all, you did a great job digging on the internet. Second of all, so yeah, people are often really curious because pageants are something that are really niche and just people have no idea how does someone even fall into that? I actually received something in the mail when I was 10 and inviting me to compete. And my mom actually encouraged me. She thought it was a great way. I was really shy, much more quiet back then. And she thought it was a great way to, oh my God, what happens? What do we do here? Throw me rice.
Throw me rice your way.
Yeah. Why did the conveyor belt is so hard? And so I received something in the mail when I was 10, and my mom encouraged me to do it, thinking it would be a great way to kind of come out my shell, practice being on stage.
Right.
And at that time, I had utterly no idea what I was doing. I remember being in line, and for that pageant, there was an area of competition called personal introduction, which I had no idea. And I literally made up my personal introduction while standing in line with 100 other girls. And needless to say, that one probably didn't go the best.
Can you remember what you said in that introduction? What did you speak about?
Oh, I must have said something very generic and standard about, school and the activities that I did, and something about leadership in sports. But the thing is, when people do personal introductions for pageants, there's a lot of pizzazz involved. And so wasn't quite ready for that yet at that time. But I got back into it when I was in high school, and I need a plate. Oh, I have to wash the plates. Oh my God. Oh, it's burning. It's burning. Oh, it's burning.
Oh, it's actually
no,
on fire.
That's burnt.
Where is the
Oh no. Oh my God.
Extinguisher. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, we are fighting each other on the conveyor belt. Oh my God, it's on fire.
Oh, that's how you use it.
This is the first time I've seen it on fire.
Oh. Oh wow.
Oh no. Everything's on fire. That's incredible.
I just have to note that you're the gamer and you were on the rice.
I know. We are struggling. This is hard.
Not pointing fingers, but pointing fingers.
So where was I? So I got back into it in high school and college, and I competed in a few different systems, won a few different titles, including Miss Asia North America. And the last few years, I would say in college, I started focusing on the Miss USA system, which is one of the most well-known and prestigious pageant systems. The other probably being Miss America is also really well-known. And I'm going all the way around. And
no, don't push me.
Oh no! I think pageants was just a really incredible experience. I think it's played a huge role in shaping who I am and how I got to where I am today. And it's taught me a lot, and I went through a lot of personal growth because of it. So I am incredibly grateful for that experience.
Now, I believe there's never been, or there's very rarely been, Miss USA of Asian origin or Asian ancestry. Is that right? And is that something that bugs you? Like, how is there a way to make an influence and a change through sort of the people that we see and the standard of beauty that we set? Like, and is that one of the reasons that you are still interested in pageants? Like, how do you think about it now as an adult? Because you are still somewhat engaged. Not that long ago, you were competing in a pageant.
Yeah, that's right. I think over the years, I've always said, I'm never going to be the best analyst at McKinsey, but I don't need to be. I can be the only analyst that also competes in pageants, and that's going to be my unique point of differentiation. And I think that's something that we all kind of need to go through that learning journey to figure out, like, don't worry about comparing yourself to others or what other people are doing. Everyone has their own strengths and superpower. And it's just about finding that, taking pride in it, and really owning it. I think that's when people discover that self-confidence and don't worry about what other people think or are doing. And the final piece, of course, is actually around the representation. The last Asian Miss USA was 1997, and California has never had an Asian winner. What really motivated me to compete is that chance to try and redefine the standards of beauty and pave the way for other Asian Americans and inspire those young, Asian girls sitting in front of the TV screen to actually see someone who looks like them, going after their dreams and doing something that other people haven't done before. Because I think I'm incredibly lucky to be in this position where I have this opportunity and this potential to do well. Because quite frankly, pageants are not normally in our wheelhouse. It's walking on stage in a bikini and high heels and public speaking. And for a lot of Asian parents, Asian family values of hard work, It's like, why are you focused on this, which can be, seen as superficial or frivolous? Why don't you focus on your career instead? And I like how you went back to level 2. That last one was really hard.
No, this is what you're saying is important. So I'm trying to find us something that will let us focus.
Find us an easy one. I think we ask ourselves the question, like, if not me, then who? If I have this potential to, make this kind of impact, to inspire one other person, then I think it's worth it.
I have to say, if you're able to talk about these things from the heart, from the mind, while playing this video game and getting 3 stars to boot, you have some amazing things coming up. To just throw you a little bit of a curveball with a very open-minded question.
Okay.
Take a pause. What is your greatest accomplishment you feel so far?
I mean, maybe I'll give 2 answers then. I think pageants is certainly one of them. To have been first runner-up in California and New York, which are the two of the most competitive states in the country, I must be doing something right. But hopefully I will get to say at some point that my proudest achievement is actually winning Miss California USA.
So, are you planning on competing anytime soon? Is that in the books?
Yeah, well, I have a couple more years of eligibility because there is an age limit. And I've been thinking about this for a while. The tough part is that they'd both be in business school. And of course, as we know, business school is all consuming and it's hard to find time to be eating healthy and working out all the time. But I think if I really think about it, what do you regret in 5 years? What do you regret at 40? And it's not going to be, missing out on a GSP trip. It's going to be not giving it another shot. And so I have decided to be competing this fall in Miss California USA. It will be in September. And I have a lot of work to do, definitely a lot of working out and training to get myself into shape and get ready for the pageant.
Amazing. We'll be there for you. Like, whatever you need. You need a workout buddy. You need a diet buddy. I'll rig it on that one. I can do the workout. I will be there for you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I think everyone has been so supportive and are, really excited to even try commenting to see it in person. I think it'll be in LA or SoCal somewhere. And hopefully at that time, everyone will be vaccinated. And so the event will be able to be in person. I've had a lot of friends go over the years and everyone loves it. It's such a unique experience, different than anything you've ever seen before.